you, Ray, for sending that in. I love you so much. Anyway, well, if you want to send in your requests or anything for the Covers Corner, send it to Simon at planetrock100.co.uk. So, Peter, verdicts.
Original.
So, there's people. Ryan?
Joe Cocker.
Joe Cocker. Colin?
I'm going to go with Joe Cocker.
3-1 for Colin. 3-1. For that. Yeah, Joe Cocker, I think, has a bit more meaning. He really is more passionate. A lot to help my friends, whereas Ringo sounds like he's drunk. Actually, he was. He was drunk most of the time anyway. Yeah, there you go.
Bar with a little drink.
And
So-
there you have it. An overall champion, Joe Cocker.
Yep, Joe Cocker wins. And, right, we have a bit more time before the end. Got a few things to talk about. Epping has lost its meaning. Epping has really lost it.
Yeah.
Has
When
he
I
still
went
got
out-
trees?
They're still there, yeah.
Yeah,
so
it hasn't
that-
lost
The
its
drink's
meaning, has
£4
it,
these
Epping
days.
Forest? Or are you talking about Epping in general?
Epping the town, I was
Oh, right,
I had a cup of tea with my mum in this Epping tea room, which we thought was supposed to be very nice. 3 times they got the order mixed up. And 3 times...
I haven't been to Epping for years.
You're not missing anything.
Good.
And,
Bit like Loughton.
however, the carpets could be cleaned though.
Yes, needs to clean your carpets.
Please.
Come on,
Clean the
man.
carpets.
Get the orders right. How hard is it to make a cup of coffee, eh?
Like 40 towels.
Yeah, they get the order mixed up, and my mum complained about the scones being disgusting. I like them, but well, I was hungry. The screaming children, that really annoys me as well. You go into a cafe and you got all these kids go, "Ah!" The parents don't do anything; they just sit there and watch it. What's the point?
Where's the sound effects machine, Ryan?
There's a scream on there, isn't there?
Oh!
You've gone and broken it
I just
now.
broke a bone, it's going juice!
I was up London the other
what's he
day, and
got?
I had a baked potato,
Yeah.
and it was just like biting into a raw potato.
Mm.
It hadn't
Oh.
even been cooked. It was disgusting. Yeah.
That happened to me.
Come on, man.
Did you take it back?
No,
Did you throw it back?
no, I ate it. Because I don't like to complain. I you know,
It's like to lose best.
You don't like to
Give it away.
complain.
no, I'd just rather just
Rent.
leave it than complain. And I know it's probably wrong. A lot of people, you know, think, well, I've paid my money, I deserve better, and probably so. But on the other hand, you know, you complain in a restaurant and they bring you out something else, they could spit in it. Yeah, never mind.
What
to
makes you
someone
think
who's
they
cooking
don't
food.
spit in it the first time?
Well, they could do, but never upset someone before you have their food. You know, if you're going
Oh,
to
yeah.
put it
Never
inside
get
the
upset about the food before it's served to you. That's what I say.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if restaurants are like that in Loughton, I don't want to
Yes,
go
you-
to a restaurant.
Especially with your coffees and the cappuccinos.
No.
So yeah, if you do not, let's just say, in my opinion, do not go to the Epping tea room. It may look nice on the outside, but inside it's rubbish. Exactly. So that's one of the first, right? Oh, yes, not only that, the car, you know, people are so selfish.
Oh,
Right,
Brian,
so-
Brian. Wait for your
Sort
own
of
funeral.
charging out, you know, like nearly trying to kill people. And, well, Epping, you've lost it, mate. You're fired.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fired.
You're fired, Epping.
You didn't.
You're a complete
You
wipe,
no
mate.
longer exist.
Not just that, you know, I can see this
No,
couple,
okay.
it looks like Pluto and Olive, but in reverse roles. You know, the thin bloke and really fat woman, she's got 4 kids, probably expecting another one which must be his. And, you know, thongs sticking out.
Are you talking about someone in particular?
Thongs sticking out.
Don't
and,
say anything. He might be listening to this show, so don't say a word.
Yeah. So stay away from the tea room, so I say. And Costa Coffee House. Yes, the other thing this week, David Cameron and Kay have thought of a very good system of
Taking our
getting
money?
benefits from the higher earners. Now, whether that's a good thing or not,
It's a good
there's two
thing.
ways of that, you know, because the higher earners, you know, if you're earning so much money, you don't really need benefits for children because you've got more money, whereas the poorer people don't.
Exactly.
But there are people, who I'm not going to say any names, who have used the system.
Yeah.
Think, I can't be bothered to work, I'm going to make a career out of it. In my opinion, they should not give child benefit full stop. You should plan for your children.
Yeah.
Go out, earn the money, so you can afford to do it. Why the hell?
Well, it stops at 2 children, and that's it.
Stops
Well,
at 2 children. I wonder who come up with that idea. Colin?
Yep.
Did he? Oh.
Yes,
So
he
yeah,
did.
there you go. You can afford to.
All right, 3 children.
You don't do that and think, oh, I'm hard
3
done
too
by.
much.
Yeah.
You need a
if you can't afford a car, you can't have a car.
Exactly.
You know,
Not enough of those, but-
and this is the problem where the banks got into trouble, because people can't afford the lifestyle they want, so they have to borrow. You know, and this is why the whole country is in debt.
I need
Yep.
to pee.
Totally go along with that.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, child benefit. Well, it just doesn't really make all these benefits. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Have apprenticeship schemes. You know, when you're at school, instead of saying, "Oh, you must do your A levels and go to university," why don't you have apprenticeships?
Yeah.
Like
And
they did in the old days.
And if someone is on the dole, they should pick litter for an hour a day every day, and you shouldn't give them money. Never give them cash, because they spend the cash on cars, they spend it on internet access, Sky, going down the pubs, cigarettes. Yeah. If you gave them food and clothes vouchers and a caravan, that is fair. That's their human rights. If they want more, they know how to get more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the other rant. Yep. Yep. Colin and Simon for Prime Minister.
Yeah. This is the coalition, the real
Real
coalition.
coalition. And tube strikes. Here's another one. Why do people why did they go on strike at the times when we need the train? Why can't they go on strike between 1 a.m. and 6 a.m.?
Well, they want to create as much. Yeah, they want to cause destruction, and they want to do it when it's at the busiest.
They should go on strike New Year's Eve, because there's never anyone on the trains in, is there?
Yeah.
I'm all
Exactly.
for people saying, you know what, we're going to take action because we don't like how we're being treated, which is fair enough. But when it's purely on financial reasons, I don't agree with that,
Well,
because
no.
I think they're getting more than enough.
And they're in the job. So there's quite a few people out there who haven't got it.
But I did agree with it when they were sacking loads of people, and the people they've got left, they were making them work 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week, or 7 days a week in some cases. I thought them people had a right to stand up and complain.
Mhm.
But when it's about money and wanting more
pension.
money, I think...
What
that's
about the
ridiculous.
people who go on strike
What are you talking about?
when you're in a recession? Well,
Yeah,
I need to pee,
I've got no
sorry.
sympathy for people going strike in recession, because there's people
Yeah.
out there who do anything to be in these, do any job.
It's like Royal
to
Mail.
save
I
face.
thought to myself, well, what is the point of Royal Mail having all these employees? They go on strike, and then they get temporary people in. Why not just sack the bunch of them who strike and employ the temporary people full time?
I'll tell you what I would do.
Problem
I'd send
solved.
them an email and say how rubbish they are, how cack they are, and say, well, that's quicker than you sending something to be in the post, isn't it? And it's free!
Well, people should be allowed their say, but, you know, it's a fine line, isn't it?
A fine line between love and hate,
Exactly.
or Royal Mail and strikes. And the tubes. When was the last tube strike?
Last week,
Last week,
Was it last week?
Yeah.
I had a feeling it was recently.
my sister, then she had to work at home.
Oh dear.
She's
What did
probably
she
lucky.
do?
That's
And
not
she
unfortunate.
works
At least the strike didn't happen when she was at work, eh?
He works for
Didn't have to go.
well, she doesn't like her boss, because he's. That's
I
a problem.
don't
You know, when
think
you're in a
there are many
company,
good
when you have a
bosses
when you have
out
a,
there.
well, some of them you can work as a team, you kind of get used to it. But when someone else comes in and then changes everything, and upsets the whole balance of the thing, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, and then they have the audacity to pound and say, "Oh, that's right." No, people have a modus vivendi. They don't do any harm before. The company's pretty good. You know, why change things? It's always difficult.
Yeah.
It's only easy when
If
you're
the
when you're
system
taking over
works,
something.
then use it.
It's only good when a manager takes over when things are bad, not when things are good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you have a successful team, you get a new manager that comes and replaces. Look at Alex Ferguson. Who's going to replace him?
No,
Gonna be
well, you've
irreplaceable.
got to live up to that, and there's a lot of pressure on that, isn't
The
there?
first manager's going to be sacked. Without doubt, in 6 months.
Yeah, well, if he loses 3 games in a 2-month period, that's it. Happy
Yeah.
his lot.
Yeah, but you might only have 3 games in a 2-month period.
Well,
I think
if he
Roy
loses
Hodgson's,
them all, he's going to be in big trouble.
I think Roy Hodgson's going to be the first to be fired.
Yeah, well,
He'll go. I thought he'd go before the season started. Don't want him to go, but he should never have gone to Liverpool. But he should stay at Fulham.
yeah,
I
I
wonder
would.
when the
Aston
link
Villa.
of football
Yeah,
was
no, he had a
coming.
nice,
Tottenham,
he had
West
a
Ham.
nice little job
Always
there
nice.
at Fulham. You know, it's a nice little stadium by the Thames, nice area. He was successful. He was loved there. They treated him like a god. But you know, oh well.
Anyway, more rants next week.
Next week with Dave.
Yes, so, thank you, Colin, for coming in.
That's okay. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter,
Thank
for
you, Ryan.
coming in.
You should be thanking Ryan for the
Thanks
lift.
for having me.
Thanks, Ryan, for the lift.
Thanks for the biscuits, and thank you, Peter, for the biscuits.
And thanks for the tea, Simon.
Thank you very much, everyone, for coming.
This is just like the Wolfens, when everyone says goodnight to each other.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Mary Ann.
This song's dedicated to West Ham. This is called Rock Bottom, and the artist is UFO.
Go next week.
We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.